Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Am I clearly audible?
Yes, sister, you're audible.
Thank you. So today's Murli is based on 11th of November 1989. The title of the Murli is Divinity is the Decoration of the Confluence-Aged Brahmins. So in this Murli, Baba is telling that Baba has created us children for first of all, Baba came and he has transformed our intellect from ordinary to divine. And he created Brahmins in this confluence age. So we Brahmins are bound to perform divine action. Our thoughts, our words, our actions are divine. We are bound to make other experience that divinity and alaukikta. Baba has used this word alaukikta. It is better to understand with this bhav, uh, with this kind of terminology which Baba uses in Murli. So we need to check that how much in this confluence age, as Baba, if you would remember on Sundays, Murli also told that this is the time when we can accumulate, we can store for our coming future for 21 birth. So Baba also said that we have to check that how much we have accumulated the divinity through our thoughts, words, and action. Because it is definite that whenever somebody will come, they will feel that divinity, they will feel that alaukikta from us. So we also need to self introspect that throughout the day, did I make anyone feel divine through my divine action? Did I make someone feel that alaukikta through my divine action, words, or thoughts? That is how Baba is decorating us children with the divinity at the confluenced age. So, in Baba's words, we will listen. Today, the bestower of a divine intellect and the bestower of divine vision is looking at the divine soul who have taken a divine birth. The bestower of divine intellect and the bestower of divine vision is looking at the divine souls who have taken a divine birth. Bapdada has made each of you children one with the divine life. That is, the divine idols who have divine thoughts, who speak divine words, and perform divine action. Divinity is the elevated decoration of you children of the confluence age. One is being ordinary and the other is being divine. All of you know the science of divinity. Souls who have taken birth, souls who have taken a divine birth will give any soul divine experiences beyond ordinariness through their divine eyes. That is, through their vision. We will read it again. Baba says, all of you know the signs of the divinity. Now, Baba is telling the sign. Souls who have taken a divine birth will give any soul divine experience beyond ordinariness through their divine eyes, that is, through their vision. As soon as ordinary souls come in front of such souls, they will forget their ordinariness. What they will experience, that they will forget their ordinariness. Nowadays, according to the present time, the majority of souls are not contained with their ordinary life. Majority of the souls, Baba says, they're discontented with their ordinary life. As you progress further, you will hear them saying that this is not a life worth living, and they want some newness. They will experience being alokik, spiritual, not of this world, something ethereal, maybe you can say, and divinity to be the special basis of life. They will experience being alokik and divinity to be the spatial basis of life. They will be searching everywhere to quench their thirst of wanting something. Just as a person who is thirsty will desperately search everywhere for even a drop of water, in the same way, souls who are thirsty for divinity will be visible everywhere, desperately wanting to take even a drop of it. Where will they come to in their desperate search? They will come to you. So, have you become so full with the treasure of divinity? Do you experience divinity at every moment? Or are you sometimes ordinary and sometimes divine? Baba is asking. Since the Father has given you the blessings of divine vision and a divine intellect, ordinary things cannot enter a divine intellect. Baba saying that as he has blessed us with divine vision and divine intellect, ordinary things cannot enter a divine intellect. Brahmins who have taken a divine birth cannot perform ordinary action with their body. Even if those actions appear to people to be ordinary, just like others, all of you also have to interact with others. You have business or you have government job and mothers prepare meals. Baba is telling that Brahmins who have taken divine birth cannot perform ordinary action with their body. Then Baba is giving example that even the action, no matter, maybe the action appears very ordinary, just like others, all of you also have to interact with others. You have business or you have government jobs, and mothers prepare meals. In each and every action, the alaukikta should be reflected. To look at they are ordinary action, Baba says. Apparently they are looking ordinary. They seems to be ordinary. But even in these ordinary actions, compared to the actions of others, your actions are alaukic and divine. You're especially being told about the main difference because you Brahmins who have taken a divine birth cannot perform ordinary action with your body. You cannot have ordinary thoughts, and you cannot use your money for any ordinary work because you are trustee of all three: body, mind, and wealth. Baba says, as we are trustee of our body, mind, and wealth, we cannot perform. We Brahmins are not not meant to perform any ordinary action with our body. We cannot have any ordinary thought and we cannot use our money in ordinary work. This is why you cannot use anything without the Srimad of Father. The Master the master. Baba says, this is why you cannot use anything without the Srimad of the Father, the Master. You have received Srimad to perform divine action at every moment. Therefore, check throughout the day for how long were your words and actions ordinary, and for how long were their divine and alaukic actions. Baba is giving us the point to check throughout the whole day for how long where our thoughts were ordinary, words and actions were ordinary, and how long where our actions were divine and alaukic. Sometimes some children become very innocent. They do check themselves, but with innocence. They think that throughout the day, they haven't made any particular mistake. They haven't had bad thoughts or spoken bad words. However, did you check whether you performed divine and alaukic actions? This is because ordinary words and actions are not accumulated. You neither erase nor accumulate them. Baba says you might not have given sorrow to anyone. You might not have say bad words. You did not have bad thoughts. But important is that did we perform divine or alaukic action? If not, then it is like that neither we have erased anything or nor we have accumulated. We are standing at a single point. The divine thoughts, divine words, and divine action of the present time accumulate for the future. Sometimes a divine, sometimes the account of accumulation does not increase. In terms of accumulating, you become innocent and remain happy that you did not waste anything. However, don't become happy with just that much. One thing is to store the treasure that Baba has given. Baba always says that you have to protect that treasure and you should check whether you are not depleting it, you are not using it unnecessary, you are not wasting your energy, thoughts, words into the thing which is not meant to be used. But another thing we have to check, did we accumulate? You did not waste anything, but how much did you change into the best? Baba is asking. Many times children say, I did not cause anyone any sorrow today. However, did you give happiness? You did not cause sorrow and you made the present good. But by giving happiness, you accumulate. Did you do that or were you happy with just the present? Baba is asking us to check. The children of the bestower of happiness accumulate in their account of happiness. Those who are bestower of happiness accumulate in their account of happiness. Do not just check whether you did not cause any sorrow, but check how much happiness you gave. Whoever comes into contact with you, the master bestower of happiness, should experience happiness at every step. This is known as divinity and being alaukic. So now let your checking also become deep from means Baba saying refined from ordinary. At every moment, have the awareness that in this one birth, you have to accumulate in your account for 21 births. So check all your accounts. How much did you accumulate with your body? How much did you accumulate with divine thoughts in your mind? How much wealth did you accumulate by using it for an elevated task according to Srimad? 3 points. Read again. How much did you accumulate with your body? How much did you accumulate with divine thoughts in your mind? And how much wealth did you accumulate by using it for any elevated task according to Srimad? This all thing, the divine body, the divine intellect and wealth we are accumulating for our future. So Baba is asking that how much have we done, how much a divine action we have performed through our body. So we will get the divine body in the future, pure body in the future. How much thoughts, divine thoughts we have accumulated. So our intellect is divine, our mind is divine in the future. How much wealth did we accumulate by using it for an elevated task according to Srimad? Pay special attention to the account of accumulation, means savings, because the time of accumulating for you special souls is at no other time in the cycle other than this short birth. It is a different account for other souls, but for you, elevated soul, it is if not now, then never. Abhi nahi, to kabhi nahi. So, do you understand what you have to do? Do not be innocent about this. Do not be innocent in your own sanskars. Bap Dada saw the result. In the result, in many things, the account of accumulation is very low. Bap Dada will tell you about that in detail at some other time. Then Baba is meeting everyone. All of you have reached here having forgotten everything else out of love. Seeing the children's love, Bap Dada continues to give an attainment for many moments, multifold in return for one moment's love. What were all of you told to make firm in order to be allowed to come to such a big gathering? What were all of you told to make firm in order to be allowed to come to such a big gathering? Baba is asking. First of all, you'd have to become the floor queens. Baba says Patrani, having to sleep on mattresses on the floor. In in other words, in Shastra, Patrani is different, but Baba is telling, which means floor queens, because there is so many public, there is so many people have come for the Baba Milan. So Baba is telling, here it is like having to sleep on mattress on the floor. You would only be allowed to stay for 4 days. First of all, this thing, and second, you are only allowed to stay for 4 days. You just come and go. So, hearing all of these things, you still arrived here out of love. These are not the easy things to do because many people are coming from different backgrounds. They're living their life in comforts. They have all sorts of facilities, but that love made everything so simple, divine, and spatial that they won't mind even lying down on the floor, or won't mind even they're coming from long way for 4 days. And it is a Murli of 1989, so you can understand that much of connectivity was not so easy that time. So, hearing all of these things, you still arrived here out of love. Consider even this to be your luck that you are receiving this much. At least you are not having to spend the night waiting for just a moment's glimpse of the non living idols. We are meeting Bab Dada. So, it is so beautiful that we can do anything. We are ready to meet Bab Dada, uh, even the moment Baba saying that, see, it is just not a moment glimpse of non-living idols. We are just meeting Bab Dada, who is right now in front of us. So it is so special. We are ready to do everything at any cost. All of you have received 3 feet of land, have you not? You are sitting here comfortably too. As things progress in the future, then the method will automatically continue to change. See, with all this explanation, you can relate what Baba is trying to teach us. It is contentment, no matter where we are. Baba says that this Sangam Yug, every and each moment is Amrit Vela. In one of the Avyakta Murli, Baba says, because every time we can have the experience to meet Bab Dada. So, if you would take it to the example of your life, that no matter how inconvenient or how chaotic or how bizarre the situation or the people or your surrounding is right now, but you have Bab Dada. You can experience a meeting with Bab Dada at every moment. You can feel him, you can talk to him, you can experience his love, his power, his treasure at every moment. So, how special it is. We should be able to go through everything. We should be contented every time, and we are ready to tolerate, to endure everything at any cost because Bab Dada is with us. You can take this thing like this. When Baba explains such thing, na, we can just take it how right now it is implemented or applied to my life. So Baba is telling us that how much contented we should be because we have we have received the ultimate happiness. As things progress in the future, then the method will also automatically continue to change. However, always have the experience that whatever you are receiving is very good because expansion has to take place and change also has to take place. So, all of you are living comfortably and getting proper meals, etc. Are you not? You only need 2 things, food and sleep. The mothers are very happy because they receive ready prepared food. Because mothers are very busy, always preparing food, at home, lots of responsibilities. So Baba is telling that with so much of Ramnita. There you have to prepare it yourself, offer bhog, and then eat it. Here you take food that has already been prepared and offered. Therefore, the mothers have very good rest here. Kumars also have good rest here because for them too, it is a big problem to prepare food. Here, you very comfortably receive ready prepared food. Always remain easy in this way. Those who have the sanskars of being easy remain easy because they find every task to be easy. Those who have the sanskars of being easy remain easy because they find every task to be easy. If their sanskars are tight, the circumstances also become tight. So the intensity of the circumstances depends on the sanskaras. Baba says, if their sanskaras are tight, they feel that circumstances will also become tight. Relations and connections also interact in a tight manner. Tight means there is a struggle. So, all of you are those who remain cheerful on seeing every scene of drama. Are you not? Tight means Baba is saying struggle. When we are not accepting something, when we are fighting or there is some battle going inside us that this should not happen, this should have happened like this, he shouldn't say like that, it should have been told like this, it did not happen the way I wanted. There are so many thoughts, so many battles going inside us many times. So Baba says that creates the tightness. So when the sanskars are easy and we are cheerful seeing the every scene of drama, then Baba says, do you get pulled by the attraction of good and bad? Do not be attracted to anything good or bad. In this Anadi drama, Baba says, there is nothing good or bad and always remain cheerful. Acha. Um, to the divine idols, Baba is giving us Vardhan, so we will take it as if Baba is putting his hands on our head and giving us Vardhan. We will feel like that, we will experience like that to the divine idols who experience divinity and give the experience of divinity at every step to the knowledgeful souls who always increase their account of accumulation, to the sensible children who easily overcome every problem with their easy stage, to the master ocean of knowledge, the elevated souls who quench the thirst in the lives of many souls. Love, remembrance, and namaste from Bap Dada, the ocean of knowledge. We will again read to the divine idols who experience divinity and give the experience of divinity at every step, to the knowledgeful souls who always increase their account of accumulation, to the sensible children who easily overcome every problem with their easy stage, to the master ocean of knowledge, the elevated souls who quench the thirst in the lives of many souls. Love, remembrance, and namaste from Bhagdada, the ocean of knowledge. From us children, the love, remembrance, and namaste to our beloved Bhagdada. We will pause here and take 1 minute of silence, and later we will discuss the beautiful points of dharana from today's Murli. Acha, Om Shanti. If you all are ready, we can start the sharing in the group.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
I was just, as a student in the first paragraph, trying to link the adjective divine. How does Baba link it to a divine birth, divine intellect, divine vision, divine life, divine idols, divine thoughts, divine births, divine action? I was just saying divine, and then I think he spoke even about experiences. I was thinking, is there anything else further where Baba wants to fix this adjective? So then, what is divinity? What is the divinity? Do we experience it now in Sangam Yuga? We know we have learned when we were young, divine means a sacred power. That's what even the Christians used to believe, that it's the power of Christ which one has and all. Or we feel divinity, it's like a force, it's like a quality. That's what even I used to like. But when divinity, if you have to divine, they say it is that where there is no tension, no worry, no sorrow, no negative thoughts. And it's divinity means like positivity, like as if a new identity we have in which we just handle situations in that new identity. Then further down, for Baba explains divinity is something different. Divinity is in the first half of the cycle, the golden age and the silver age, where we experience. So that experience which we have of divinity in the golden age and in the silver age, it's actually an fruit of what we have now. Baba has just given us a divine vision, divine intellect, but I don't think I think the actual divinity starts from here. It's here. It's more we can say alokikta, which is the first thing of a spiritual life, spiritual Brahmin life, because once the Treta Yuga finishes and when there's a confluence, they say between silver age and copper age, when vice starts comes in, the divinity goes off and ordinariness comes. But even in the copper age, do we call that as divinity? Because there also people are more godly oriented, more worship oriented. So it's a very relative term which I take into consideration, but I think that is what is a title given to anyone who is always radiant, who is always cheerful, who is not ordinary, who gives unique experiences. And when somebody sees, they say, "Wow, Divyata is really on that face of that person." So I think it's a generic term. But here, when Baba, what he wants to say, I'm just trying to do that is, I want to know the difference between Alokikta and Divyata. Om Shanti.
Anyone else would like to share? And what Girijavan has said, that if anyone would like to go more deeper in the question, what he has asked, the difference between divinity and alaukikta. It was
Yeah, I
also
think
in
Shanti.
the
Yeah,
Murli given. Yes, brother. Yes.
yeah. I think the divinity. I think it's a awareness that we need to keep in mind that I'm who I am and what I am, where did I come from, whom I belong to. So that is where the divinity start appearing or in our action, right? Otherwise, we just do everything normally, ordinary way, whether it is job, office job, or business or cooking, whatever we are doing, the task that we are doing without any awareness or without the consciousness, right? That when we bring in the thought that I'm a Brahmin, there itself the thought pattern or the consciousness changes, right? So there we will try to make it more divine. How we will also add the remembrance there. So the difference between deities and the ordinary people is both are human beings, but they have more divinity, more divine, right? Their actions are more divine. So anything that they do, it will be perfect, right? So here in Brahmin life, we will do it in remembrance of Baba, so that will automatically become divine. So if anything that we do, we would want to do it, in the consciousness of a soul or a trusty mind. Yeah, and according to Srimad. right? So those things will definitely, I suppose, make the action divine. Yeah, I mean, that was my thought on that. Thank you.
But Bijit Bhai, if you just see, uh, now you cannot practice divinity. You the question of divinity, when you see in the golden age and copper age, they don't know it is as Baba has defined it, sola kala sampuran nirvikari ahimsa parmoda maryada purushottam. So these are one of the qualities of absolute perfection, a divine stage. I don't think we have that in the conference age. We work towards that. We work towards divinity, and we have only one, what to say, recipe for it, Srimad, Shiv Baba. So these are the only two people who are really painting us, like when Shiv Baba gave us a divine birth, and then Brahma Baba gave us a divine life, saying what is divinity. So I don't think divinity we can, what to say, experience it in total now. It'll only be in the first two ages where there is total. But I think that's what. Now it's just Baba wants you to make your actions a little alokik, a little spiritual, a little bit Srimad. But divinity in conference age,
We haven't become perfect, but yes, correct. But at least I'm saying the ordinary action with ordinary thoughts, and the extraordinary action comes when we have the extraordinary thoughts, right? So here, when we think that I'm a Brahmin, there itself there is a change, right? The conscious level, right? And
alokikta, that is
yeah.
alokikta.
Okay, allow Kekata. So I also heard this in one of the class that where somebody asked Brahma Baba that how a deity will be, how they look and how they walk, how they interact. So Brahma Baba replied that you just have to see how Mama is doing, what Mama is doing, how Mama is walking, how Mama is interacting. Mama is doing everything just exactly the way a deity is doing.
Sister, your thoughts?
See, beyond anything, the divinity only comes again in very simple way when we with more practice that we are not this body, we are not this role, and we are soul. And we, being with Baba in his company, can see each and every thoughts which is even getting generated out of this role as a detached observer and not becoming the embodiment of it. That is the only practice which can make me unaffected, unattracted, and uninfluenced. And when we will practice that, because we are already divine being, we are just like Father. Yesterday, Sakar Murli also Baba says that there is no difference between you and me. I am Param Satta, you are the same Satta. If I am the star missile, you are also the star missile. So Baba is saying that there is no difference. The only thing is that with this 63 births, what we have accumulated and what we are perceived is the reality was actually the illusion. And right now, it is the illusion what we are trying to achieve with our role, with our performance, with our external performance. I mean to say, there is nothing to do externally. It is all about being in this reality who I am. I am that divine, beautiful energy. That ethereal beauty is me, and I'm not this role. This is a movie which is going on, and my performance, I will give the best out of this, out of that space, from that space where I know that who I am. And each and every scene, as Baba said, will reveal automatically. Neither I need to use my intellect much into it, nor I have to use my energy. All I have to do is being into that essence who I am. And then the automatically each and every action, as Baba says, alokik means spiritual. Spirit, when from that space of spirit, my words, my actions, my thoughts will generate. I will not seems to be of this world. I will be alokik. My each thought, my each action will automatically be alokik. I don't need to put any effort. The effort is to be in the essence of the soul. The Mehnat, the effort is to separate the role from the soul. I'm not Reshmi. Reshmi does not exist. It is unreal. It is an illusion. It is just a role. I have nothing to take from this, as Baba says, nothing to take, good or bad. If somebody says bad, they are saying bad to the role, not the soul. If somebody is commenting, wow, you have this ability, this is your specialty, it is not me, it is about the role. It is very, very important right now to each and every moment. Let me remind that it is not me. Again, hello, it is not me. I am like Baba. I'm that being. I'm that light. I'm that energy. That is what exactly is the practice Baba has given from the beginning of the day, no? Amrit Vela, so that we are into that essence and alaukikta comes automatically, come flows in everything, whatever we do.
Sister, but one thing Baba always mentions in this body, sorry, in this, in his Murlis, in the conference age, it's only the soul which becomes divine, which practices divinity, but there is no divine body. See, even when they give us that path swarupna, my divya deha mein hu. So even the body has to be divine in order to really become a source of absolute divinity to be to. But in confluence age, the body is not divine. Only the soul, which has gone down after the copper age, Baba comes down to make it pure from impure, divine. We must remember that's why divinity cannot be absolute thing in the confluence age. It's only we are working, as you said, we are working towards it because this body is not divine. Even if I leave this body and take another birth, it has to be a yogic birth. Otherwise, again, the body is not pure. That's why when these deities and all they take birth, it's through divyata. So through divya birth, they say, it's not through that ordinariness of a human being. So one thing, that's what we have to remember when we learn about divinity. It's just Baba's decorating us with us now. But still the body is that old, impure body. It's not pure. The body is not pure.
Nothing to take with the body. That is the biggest illusion. We are not here to, that is exactly what, when our soul is divine, everything is soul. Yesterday's Sakar Murli also, Baba has used this, that they say that Atma is Nirlep. It is just like um, I am driving the car and made with an accident and say, oh, I did not do anything. The car has, uh, uh, made this accident. I haven't done anything. It is just like that to say that Atma is Nirdev. Everything is soul. The 63 births Baba said yesterday's Sakar Murli, that 84 names and 84 parents and 84 occupations we have performed, which is not reality. Which is reality means which is always there, which is forever, which is Nitya. That is soul. When inside the soul, the blueprint of the body is given based on the action the body will be taken will be shaped up. These five elements which create the body based on the actions which we have performed, what we are recording for our 21 births. The blueprint of the body, even for the 84 births, right now we are recording inside the soul. So each and every work starts when we will start working from the space of soul. Nothing to take with the body. That is the biggest illusion. That is the biggest mistake. That we are still thinking that we are role, we are performance, we are this, we are specialities, we are our powers. No, we are the soul. There is no difference between you, me, and any others. Everyone is like that. This is the work we have to do. Simple. Make it very, very simple. Very simple. So that we can easily practice. Only reminder, I'm sitting with Baba and being detached observer. I'm seeing all each and every of my thoughts which is coming and going. Coming and going. Something is bad, something is good. Then Baba says nothing is good or bad. It is just that it is coming. I have the ability to tell us, oh, it has nothing to take with me. Go away. I'm not becoming the embodiment. The moment I'm becoming the embodiment, the restlessness started happening. I'm becoming body consciousness. Those thoughts which is coming out of Srimad, I'm becoming the embodiment and feeling that peace, that divinity through experiencing it also through my body. So this is what it is. Anyone else would like to share anything? Someone has written something on the chat. Mm, just a minute. Um, Dr. Jitna has written divine divinity means purity in actions, words, and thoughts. Alaukikta means beyond worldly consciousness, angelic. Thank you, sister.
So, sister, so divinity means we have to get back to our original consciousness. That means the soul consciousness, understanding our reality,
Yeah.
understanding the self, right? So
Exactly.
that's what you're
We are
saying.
divine being. We are divine being, but right now we are not experiencing because for this 63 births, whatever we have experienced, we have experienced, that experience has been recorded inside the soul. So as Baba says, ke Atma mein lep chip pad gaya. So we have started believing something else as a reality, but Baba is now taking us to the originality that you are a divine being. You are just like me. What
Mhm.
you are experienced is experienced in your role. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes very good. That is your experience, which you had experienced when you were performing your role. But that's not you. You are
Mm.
always
But
divine.
yeah, so this practice needs to be anyway, that has to be there, right? And also we need to bring that awareness into uh, our mind again and again, right? Because otherwise this
As
will
Baba
not
in
emerge.
yesterday's Sakar Murli says that इसमें मेहनत है. If you would remember his word yesterday, he said, I think in Dharna second point, इसमें मेहनत है. That you know, देह के सब धर्म को त्याग आत्माभिमानी बनने में. When we are leaving all these labels, I'm Christian, I am Muslim, I am Hindu, I'm mother, I'm performer, I have the specialities, oh, I'm not good, I did not do it well, I could have done this. So, all these levels which we have created, out of agyanta, out of ignorance, that is there we have to put the effort, as you have rightly said. This we have to be in this awareness. That's it. The divinity will flow automatically. Baba's Murli, Baba's knowledge is like Very easy, very easy. That is why it is approachable to 6 years, 16 years, 26 years, 56 years, and 96 years. Because it is very simple, like Baba.
No, why I wanted to share that thing is, remember, even I think it was in the Abhyakt Murli, Baba always insisted on this drill. Brahmin, I think even in yesterday's Murli, it was a Brahmin, so Farishta, so Devta. So if you see now I am a Brahmin. I have that alokikta in me, that is uniqueness in me. From here, I become a Farishta, an angel. And we know what are the qualities of an angel, what is the function of an angel. After these two stages, then we become a deity. So this is even the drill which Baba gives us. Deity being puja, when you're divine and all that. So I always take these three stages of drill which Baba has given, from Alokikta to Farishta to Divyata. That's why I was just, this is the drill which Baba always even emphasizes on all his Murli. So that's the final stage which we achieve once we have taken a divine birth.
Anyone else would like to share anything? Who has not yet shared anything can share something, your thoughts, or if you have any question.
So, getting back to the conversation that we were doing about being very conscious and aware that there is a distinction between a role and a soul, and for us to get a divine body, our soul has to be pure. Therefore, we say that the body also that you get in Satyog is through purity. I got the conversation that you did, Reshmi Ben. Uh, However, to depict the dharana that the soul is taking, the body has to perform the role. So, it's like uh, your actions will only be depicted by your body. So, of course, it needs to work together. It is directly proportionate. But how much has your soul imbibed the dharana will be shown in the action. That was one reflection that was going on while this conversation was happening on the group. Shanti.
Thank you, Rakib. If there is no one to share anything, we can jump into the meditation. Anyone else would like to share anything?
So let's move on to meditation.
Great. So you may sit back and relax. After this beautiful sharing, I think we all are feeling our alaukikta, our own originality. We are feeling that purity. We are experiencing this purity even through this body. So I, the divine soul, sitting at the center of the creation with my Father, the ocean of knowledge, I, the divine soul, the master knowledgeful soul, is radiating love, power, sustenance, support to everyone, to all over the globe, at every corner of this creation. I'm sending abundant love, peace, each and every soul is receiving that. They're experiencing the sense of safety, security, feeling protected. No matter what their actions are, their thoughts or words are, irrespective of what they're offering, I, the Divine Being, is only giving and giving, like Father. Right now, my highest rule is to be with this awareness who I am. The world needs my love, my each thought may give them ultimate sustenance, the sense of protection and safety. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Rashmi Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.